Welcome everyone. Today we are exploring a powerful message from Psalm 41, 1-3. This passage imparts a profound wisdom about the blessings that come from caring for the weak. It paints a vivid picture of divine deliverance in times of trouble. Now, you might be wondering, what does this have to do with my finances? Well, the answer lies in the heart of these verses. The principles they embody are as relevant to our contemporary financial practices as they were thousands of years ago. You see, when we talk about caring for the weak, we're not just discussing charity in the traditional sense. We're talking about a form of investment, an investment in the well-being of others that, in turn, brings blessings upon the giver. So as we delve deeper, we'll see that charity isn't just about giving, it's also a form of investing. Let's first understand the significance of having regard for the weak. In a world often driven by the pursuit of personal wealth and success, it's easy to overlook those who are struggling. Yet, Psalm 41 reminds us of the blessings that come from caring for the weak. It's not just about giving to those in need out of obligation or guilt, but rather, it's about recognizing the inherent value in every individual and investing in their well-being. Think of it this way. When we invest in a business, we're not just giving our money away. We're putting it into something we believe has potential, something that can grow and prosper. The same concept applies when we invest in people through acts of charity. We are not simply throwing our resources into a void, but actively contributing to the growth and development of others. We are planting seeds that can bear fruit, not just for the individual, but for society as a whole. This aligns with modern financial attitudes that emphasize sustainable and ethical investing. It's not just about making a quick buck, but about making a difference. It's about creating a wave of positive change that can ripple out, impacting more than just our own personal bank accounts. Investing in the well-being of others also has an interesting side effect. It often leads to our own well-being. This is not to say we should give just to get something in return, but rather to highlight the interconnectedness of our actions. When we lift others, we too are lifted. In the context of personal and societal prosperity, the act of caring for the weak and investing in their well-being can have profound effects. It can break the cycle of poverty, foster community development, and even stimulate economic growth. It's more than just a feel-good action. It's a strategic move towards a more prosperous and equitable world. Thus, helping others can be a path to personal and societal prosperity. It's an investment with a high return, not just in monetary terms, but in terms of happiness, fulfillment, and peace. So, let's start investing in the well-being of others, and in doing so, invest in our own. Beyond blessings, the verse also promises protection and preservation. Now, let's dive a little deeper into this. The promise of divine protection is a comforting assurance that extends to those who invest in uplifting others. When we place the well-being of others at the forefront, we're not just doing good. We're essentially sowing seeds that grow into a shield of divine protection around us. But let's not mistake this for a transactional relationship with the divine. It's a relationship rooted in love, compassion, and empathy. It's about being moved by the needs of others and stepping up to make a difference. Essentially, our acts of charity become our acts of faith, and in this faith, we find divine favor. So, how does this apply to our contemporary world, more specifically, our financial world? Navigating through financial challenges can sometimes feel like walking through a minefield. Market fluctuations, economic downturns, unexpected expenses, these are all part and parcel of life. But amid these challenges, our commitment to charitable investing can serve as a guiding light, steering us towards ethical choices that not only benefit us, but also contribute to the well-being of others. Consider this. Every time we make an investment, we're placing a bet on the future. But what if we could make that future brighter for everyone? What if our financial decisions could help uplift those who are struggling, provide opportunities for those who lack them, and build a more equitable world? That's the power of ethical investing. It's an approach that aligns our financial goals with our values, ensuring that our money is working not just for us, but also for the greater good. And in this process, we're not just building wealth. We're building a legacy of compassion, empathy, and love. We're inviting divine favor into our lives and securing our financial future with the assurance of divine protection. Indeed, our financial decisions can reflect our commitment to ethical principles. Those who care for the weak are counted among the blessed. This statement echoes a profound truth that we often overlook in our pursuit of material wealth. Wealth, in its truest sense, isn't confined to the abundance of possessions or the size of our bank accounts. Instead, it encompasses a broader scope that values the well-being of others as much as our own. Imagine a world where the measure of wealth isn't just how much we own, but also how much we give, how much we care, and how much we contribute to the betterment of others. In this world, the wealthy are those who enrich others' lives, those who invest not just in stocks and bonds, but also in people and communities. This is the kind of wealth that Psalm 41 speaks about, the kind that counts us among the blessed. Let's consider some real-world examples that beautifully illustrate this principle. Think about philanthropists like Bill and Melinda Gates, who have invested billions of dollars in improving global health, education, and reducing poverty. Their wealth isn't merely measured by their massive fortune, but also by the countless lives they've touched and improved. Or consider the example of Muhammad Yunus, the founder of Grameen Bank in Bangladesh, who introduced the concept of microcredit. This innovative banking model provides small loans to the impoverished without requiring collateral, empowering them to start small businesses and break the cycle of poverty. Yunus's wealth isn't just in his Nobel Peace Prize or his successful banking model, but in the millions of lives he has uplifted. These examples show us that caring for the weak and investing in their well-being is an investment that yields rich dividends. It's a form of wealth that transcends the material, touching lives and transforming communities. And it's this kind of wealth that counts us among the blessed. So let's redefine our understanding of wealth and prosperity. Let's see it as more than just financial success, but also as the impact we have on the lives of others. True prosperity thus includes the well-being of others. There are further assurances for those who uphold these principles. Psalm 41 not only speaks of blessings and divine protection, it also promises that the Lord will shield us from the desires of our enemies and sustain us in our times of illness. This is a powerful testament to the rewards of ethical investing and charitable actions. Just imagine the choices we make with our finances, the decisions to invest in the well-being of others. They're not just about money. These actions can provide a shield against adversities, a safeguard in times of troubles. This is a profound truth that resonates with our modern financial practices. In a world where financial instability can often seem like a formidable foe, the idea of divine protection is more relevant than ever. And when we talk about sustenance and illness, we're not just talking about physical health. Financial health is a crucial aspect of our overall well-being. When we invest ethically, when we put our resources towards the betterment of others, we're not just building a financial safety net for ourselves, we're also contributing to our own holistic health. It's about creating a secure life, not just in terms of wealth, but also in terms of peace of mind and overall well-being. Our financial well-being, in turn, can contribute to our overall health. But how does all this apply to our finances today, you may ask? Well, the principles we've been exploring can be woven into our financial practices. Consider charity as an investment. It may not yield immediate financial returns, but it enriches our communities and, in turn, our lives. It's a long-term investment in human potential and societal well-being. When making investment decisions, we can reflect on the principles of caring for the weak and seeking divine protection. We can choose to support businesses that prioritize employee well-being, environmental sustainability, and ethical practices. These choices align with the biblical principles of charity and investing in the well-being of others. Practical steps towards this could be budgeting a portion of our income for charitable causes, or opting for ethical investment funds. This shifts our perspective from merely accumulating wealth to creating a sustainable and compassionate world. Making ethical choices in our finances is a step towards betterment. To sum up, caring for the weak is not just a moral duty, but also a path to blessings. We've explored how charity and ethical investing can lead to divine protection and preservation. Remember, Wealth isn't just about money, but also about the well-being of others. Let's consider how we can incorporate these biblical principles into our own financial practices. So, take a moment, reflect on your finances. Let's strive to align our financial decisions with these timeless principles.